You're not good at storytelling, and this could be why. When you tell a story, you're missing out on sales when you only think logically. Instead, try thinking emotionally. Let me explain. Persuasion leads to action, whereas proving leads to truth. If you prove something to someone, they will acknowledge that it's true, but that might be as far as they take it, just acknowledging it. But in business and sales, we know that we don't want just acknowledgement. We want action. And that's why we need to persuade people instead of just proving our product or service or method is the right one. When you persuade someone, you'll cause them to do something, to take an action. And as business owners, we know that this is ultimately our goal. Proving can also be polarizing because typically you'll be more direct in pointing out that someone is wrong, since after all, you are proving a truth. There's less opportunity for personal connection with this method. Persuasion is more gentle though. Even though you might be getting someone to change their mind, it's a softer approach that empowers them to take action. When it comes to storytelling for business, what does this all exactly mean? First, you need to know your audience. Your audience may need to know some cold hard facts. If, for example, your ideal clients are data scientists or researchers, proving some facts will be more beneficial because this is how they are used to receiving information. But be careful not to lose the human element. Rely on persuasion for your story, but don't be afraid to sprinkle in some proof in the form of data. On the other hand, if your ideal clients are creatives, you'll want to avoid facts, numbers, and the proving approach altogether, because they tend to operate on feelings and intuition more anyway. Dropping in numbers and data could distract them or be off-putting, so rely on persuasion for the entirety of the story. Now that you know your audience, let's look at persuasion and storytelling versus the proving method. Now, here's a story about Here for Good Films. Here for Good Films was founded because there was a need for a production company who does things differently. We tell people-driven stories for purpose-driven businesses. Now, video watch time has increased by 249% in the last 5 years, and nearly 84% of people make a purchase after watching a brand's video. So video is definitely not going anywhere for businesses, and it's a tool that many businesses are just now beginning to invest in. Here for Good offers high-value production services to help companies create video content that connects and resonates with their ideal clients to increase engagement and build sales. Now, here's the same story, but told with persuasion instead. Here for Good Films was founded because there was a need for a production company who does things differently. We tell people-driven stories for purpose-driven businesses. Now, we know that video isn't going anywhere. It's only becoming more popular and more accessible. And with a pandemic, people are even more used to seeing video. From casual conference calls to highly produced commercials and everything in between, customers not only prefer video, they are starting to expect video from businesses of all sizes. Here for Good offers high-value production services to help companies create video content that connects and resonates with their ideal clients to increase engagement and build sales. Which version felt more compelling? They were the exact same story that made the exact same points, but in the first example, I tried to prove it to you with statistics. And in the second example, I tried to persuade you. Can you see how it's a little bit softer? I'm not just telling you, I'm causing you to think and reflect, which leads to action, making your own decision that yes, video has changed and is more needed in business today, including mine. Now, just remember, proving involves facts and persuading involves emotions. You can use both in stories, but you want to lead with emotions, or the power of persuasion, which leads to action. The next time you create a video for your business, just remember, you don't need to prove anything. If you want to create better video content for your business, then be sure to check out our channel where we make all things video made simple for entrepreneurs.